Hi there. Hope you enjoyed our first episode. My daughter Lara was not available today, so my turn to talk about the van build. Lara will be back in a minute on screen, but for now you are stuck with me. Our van was in a real good shape, but when we removed the floor panel, we discovered some rusty spots we wanted to tackle before they become a real issue. I sanded it down and then we put some Hamerite on the sanded spots. So yes, you got it. This episode is all about the floor and insulating it. I'll try to show as clearly as possible how we tackled it. You will not see me use it on screen, but I made sure to clean all the metal floors and walls with some isopropyl alcohol before painting or putting the sound deadener and Armorflex on it. To be honest, the big Varta battery is a bit in my way, but I'll leave it for now. I'm not sure yet if I want to remove it or reuse it. It could come in handy for diesel heater or the max fan that we install later on. Don't laugh, I'm not that good with vacuum cleaners, but I wanted to be sure that all the dirt was gone from the floor before we put in the floor insulation. The racks have left some holes in the floor. I'm going to fill these with a polymer silicone, but first I'll treat everything against rust so it won't cause problems later on. I bought some silver-coloured Hamerite that goes well with the van colour and will apply it on all holes in the floor before I close them with my polymer silicone. And again, the big battery is in my way. I'll need to find a solution for that very soon. I don't even know how to put the wooden flooring back with the battery in the back. I'm actually a bit worried about this. I strapped the cables to the seat, but honestly, I just hope I'm not doing anything wrong here. I really need to figure out soon what all those cables connected to it are. So finally, everything is clean and shiny. All the rusty spots have been treated, and the cargo area looks impressive, clean and as good as new. And although I really took my time for this to do it thoroughly, it was mainly preventive. There weren't any major issues visible yet. Only in the corner behind the driver's seat, there were some spots that definitely needed extra attention. I've left one hole open for now in the left corner in the back, just in case I might want to make it a bit larger later on to run electricity or something else to the outside. But here too, I treated it first with hammerite. Seen from underneath, it's a perfect hole for a cable or a pipe. I might widen it a bit later, but for now it's just perfect. Meanwhile, my external CEE socket got delivered. I think I'm going to place it here on the left side. Regulations in our country are quite strict, so I will need a professional to install the socket and do the incisions in the metal for my extra window and my max fan, just to make sure all my certificates are in order for the next MOT. I bought some Sudol Fix All, a polymer-based silicone to fill the holes in the cargo area. The paint has dried in the meantime, so I can safely seal the holes with this flexible silicone. Yeah, I know, doesn't look very fancy, but it will do the job. And then I started messing things up. I know, go ahead and drop your comments below. By the way, have you already liked this video and subscribed to our channel? With wooden battens, I created a structure on the floor so I could place the XPS boards in between. But which structure works best? Luckily, I realized in time that the wooden slats shouldn't be placed on top of the ridges. Here too, I used my strong door glue to anchor everything firmly in place. Luckily, we can speed this part up a bit, otherwise it would turn into quite a boring video. After everything was glued down properly, I placed some bricks and weights on top to make sure it all set firmly. For once, I could actually put the heavy household battery to good use. It made the perfect weight. We left it to dry overnight, and the next day everything was ready to place the XPS boards. My beautiful pink XPS boards measure 120 centimeters by 60 centimeters, so we'll have to cut them down a little to make them fit between the wooden battens. Luckily, you can easily cut these to size with a knife or a saw. A simple job with quick results. In the meantime, my wife Evie and my daughter Lara started removing the glue residue from the floor plate. And yes, I know, don't look too closely at my fiddling around the wheel arch. It'll be fine, I promise. Once all the boards are in place, Lara starts taping them off with aluminum adhesive tape. All in all, I think it turned out pretty well, don't you? Everything looks neat and ready to put the floor plate back on top of the insulation. But that won't be easy. The household battery, you know. In the meantime, we found a beautiful and even cheap vinyl, kind of like the wooden floor in the Palace of Versailles. Very fancy. Since the floor plate was still out of the cargo area, it seemed like the perfect moment to trace it onto the vinyl. That way, it will be much easier to glue it down once the plate is back in place. And because I'd rather spare you all the shouting, swearing, frustration and misery, voila, the floor plate is back in the cargo area. But honestly, it was no joke getting it in place. There were 4 of us, and the battery was a real pain in the ass because of its massive weight. And Miro installed the cargo tie-downs that you can recognize from the cutouts in the floor. He also spray painted the bright blue plastic covers black, which makes a huge difference and looks so much better. In the meantime, I added a few extra screws to make sure the floor plate is really well secured to the wooden frame underneath. After gluing down the vinyl with special vinyl adhesive, we were able to secure the black cargo hooks, which added even more strength to the floor plate. So that's it for episode 2. In the meantime, we've already started removing the side panels, but hang on, that's coming up in episode 3. Hopefully you enjoyed following our self-build, and if you did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. See you soon!